And welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Manish Kumar. Today we are going to explore a really interesting algorithm problem, transforming an array into all zero using the fewest operation possible. In each operation, we can select any sub array and set all occurrence of its minimum value to 0. Okay, the challenge is to do this efficiently even when the array is very large, up to 10 to the power 5 elements. Let's walk through how our optimized Python solution work line by line, okay, and understand every piece of it's clear. So we have to talk about the core idea, where we recursively divide the array into smaller parts based on the minimum element in each subarray. If the minimum is 0, we skip it and continue on both sides. Second, if the minimum is positive, we zero all its occurrence in one operation, then solve recursively for the section between those zeros. To make finding the minimum fast, we use a sparse table for constant time range minimum queries, that is RMQ. Okay, to avoid recomputing results for overlapping subproblem, we use memoization. This gives us an efficient and elegant type divide and conquer solution. So now dive into our code and we will explain line by line. Okay. So in first line, it's import s by s, and second line s by s dot set recursion limit 3 lakh. Okay. Here we increase the recursion limit to safely handle deep recursion for large array. Default is too small. Okay. In line 4 and 5, we define our main class solution with the function mean operation that receive the array number. Okay. So in the line 6, 7 and 8, here we written that n is equal to len nums if n is double is equal to 0 and return 0. Here base case is what? If the array is empty, no operation are needed. Okay. In line number, okay, so here first step we have just built the sparse table for fast minimum lookups. Okay, that is log okay. Now we have pre-compute log value for efficient power of 2 calculation used in the sparse table. Yes, here we have just create a sparse table. Okay, so basically now in the next line, here it is written as k is equal to log n plus 1. Okay, st is equal to what? St is equal to 0 into n for I in range. Okay, here we initialize the sparse table. St j means I will store the index of the minimum elements in the range I comma I plus 2 की power j minus 1. Okay, the first row j is equal to what? 0. Just score indices themselves. Okay, now in line 20, j is equal to 1, while I is less than j, which is less than is equal to n, and span is equal to 1 less than j minus 1. Here this prepared to fill each higher level of the sparse table. Span represents half the segments length of the current window size. Okay, now for the I in the range, we have just taken a condition one more time, that for I in the range, limit is equal to li is equal to prev I. Okay, here for each position I, store the index of the smaller of the two halves minima, that how we pre-compute range minima in 0, that is n log n. Okay, now we comes to the next step, that is here line number 32 to where. Okay, that is we have taken a step 2, that is a range minimum query, that is RMQ. We have already talked about that function. Okay, so here this function return the index of the minimum element in any subarray L comma R in 0 1 time. Okay, we have taken a time complexity here. We use two overlapping power of the two interval to cover L comma R. Okay. Now move back to third step, that is what here. Okay, so here map value sorted index, that is we have taken step 3, that is track element position for quick access. Here we have created a dictionary mapping each number to a sorted list of its indices. This allows us to quickly find where a specific value appear in the given range. Okay, now we have moved to a step 4, that is manual binary search. With the help of the binary search, we have find the first index in array where the value is greater than equal to x. Okay, so here we have also written the upper bound, that is lower bound, and also here is upper bound too. Okay, yes, here is the upper bound. Yes, here is the upper bound, that is line number 58. Okay, that is the find the first index in array where the value is greater than x. Okay, now comes to the step number 5, that is here. Yeah, 60 line number 68. We have just recursion function with memoization, that is memo is equal to curly bracket, open and close curly bracket. That is it defines the dictionary used to cache the result for L comma R segment to avoid redundant calculation. Okay, here we have written that def dfs L comma R if I is greater than R, that it means the recursive DFS that return the minimum operation for the subarray L comma R. If we already computed before, we reuse the stored answer, that is what R minus 1 plus 1. It will also written. Okay, yes, here 0 is each element individually, best is equal to R minus 1 plus 1. For the worst case, if we 0 each element individually, we had need R minus 1 plus 1 operation. Okay, in the line number 80 to 81, find the minimum value in the current range. Okay, now we will take the some cases here. Here is the cases. Minimum is equal to 0, skip 0. Okay, so here is it is the line from line number like 85 to 91. Also we can move toward the line number, I think 103. Here, if the smallest number in the range is already 0, we don't need an operation for it. We split the array at all 0 position and recursively solve the non-zero parts between them. We can also take a second case, that is minimum is greater than 0. Okay, that is LST is equal to post mn, which you can display on the screen. We will spend one operation to zero all occurrence of this minimum in L comma R. Okay, that is written also t is equal to 1 for k in range L0 comma hi. Here it is goes to like line number 116 from 107 to 116. Here after setting the minimum to 0, we recursively solve the gaps between this position. Okay, now we move toward the line number where we will move toward the line number 10117. Okay, if the just wait here. So if the line number 121, that is we take the smaller of the two option all individually versus the optimal divide and conquer method and store result in our memo. Okay, so final result will be what? Return DFS 0 comma n minus 1. We start recursion on the entire array. Okay, so basically on this method we can solve this find the minimum operation to convert all element to 0. Okay, and that's it. We will we build a divide and conquer plus memoized plus a sparse table solution that efficiently compute the fewest operation to make all elements 0. It's both time optimized, that is 0 n log n, and memory efficient, suitable for large input. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe my channel.